So if we describe that tilted spiral you just saw, right? If we're tilting forward to get to the ball that's on the ground, so we have our tilted spiral right here from the pelvis through the rib cage into the back of the head. And this is just swiveling. The swivel happens to be underneath both hips, so we have the two hips moving in this direction instead of one single pivot point, okay? So this slight tilt against the left side, you'll see how important that is in a second, but where you pick up the speed in your swing is from this angle here, as you toss everything up and you let it fall. As you're letting it fall, the swivel picks up the speed down and under here. If you lose your forward tilt, well, then the speed will be greatly diminished. You only have a little bit of the momentum of the arms coming through. But if your tilt maintains itself forward, then you've got a lot more momentum picking up in front of you. So there's a nice major source of power. Now, if the axis changes, all right, so I know many of you who tend to go to the right side and stay stuck on the right side. Well, what happens now is that the hips have not completely made the rotation under the pelvis, and you'll look somewhat like this. Now, as everything falls downward, the weight on this side greatly exceeds the weight on this side and ends up pulling the forward side back. So as your forward side gets pulled back, you'll hit the ground before the ball, you'll top the ball, you'll pull it left, you'll slice it to the right. So it's very important that we take this forward tilt and brace it against that left side, so that now when you let everything fall, everything will continue falling on this side of the axis. And then you'll get everything to pull, you'll get the arms and the club will get pulled through to the target, and you'll finish right here through that left side. So do not allow the axis to get pulled away from the target by leaving your weight on the right side. That's why it's so important to keep it braced on the left. Now this axis is solidly in place. You have leverage from the right to keep you up against the left. And then that momentum can work through the ball. A heck of a lot more powerful and a lot more consistent as far as ball striking, because you're hitting the ball before the ground, and a lot more consistent, obviously, with direction. All right? So I hope that visual helped you out. If you have any questions, let me know.